And we're back for another hump day with Hollywood Hay at Churchill Downs today. A little bit of a slow start. As always, folks, free picks today over at Guaranteed Tip Sheet. Today's track of the day, there's a link in the description down below. I don't know what it is. Is it Mahoning Valley, Terry, today? Is that what it is?
Penn National.
No, Penn National this evening, yes. So make sure you take advantage of that. Of course, the description for our smart sheets, as well as everything else that we do, is in the link and the description on YouTube as well. Let's go straight to race number 1, Terry, at Churchill Downs today. It's 6 furlongs. You see on the bottom there, scrolling the profile of a winner. Usually speed does pretty good in race number 1, Terry, and it looks like we have plenty of it to get the day started.
That's right. We have a lot of speed in here, as you can see. So it's really anybody's guess who's going to get to that front first.
Yes, you see a lot of speed, and just about everybody wants to be middle. I don't know, pretty balanced racing here. 3 forward, 3 back. Comfort zone measures how likely today's race will match their best performances. Terry, who's going to get a good trip today?
Well, the one has the best comfort zone at 90.91%. That's pretty darn high, so it's going to be very comfortable in this race.
Yes, the one should get a trip that it likes, and it also looks like it has a pretty good jockey-trainer combo.
It does. It actually, the 4 has a better jockey according to the data, and the best trainer is the 1. But the 1 and the 4 are both pretty darn good combinations.
Yes, and we see here that the average winning speed figure for this is 88. We look over here. Everybody has hit 88 or better. Only the 5 within 3 points, so it's hit 85. Gary, looks like many of them have a chance today to do it again. Par plus, we do 1,000 simulations. See how often they can hit that 88 or better, and really none of them jumping off the board.
No, they're all pretty low. The 5 actually, even though it was a maybe before, has the highest chance to be equal or exceed the par plus number.
That's kind of funny today. So you got the 4-horse Top Gun Tommy, 5 ways better early pace, better mid pace, better late pace, better fractions. Got a couple class droppers over here, Terry. Simulation odds say the 6 should be the winner. Total pace says the 4 should be a winner. They both show up in both categories. Who do you think is the winner in the first race?
Well, I like the 4 Top Gun Tommy. He's in the money. 3 out of 4 starts at Churchill Downs, won the last out. Owns the top speed at today's distance, fastest timer among the horses, and matched with the high percentage winning jockey. 5-0 somewhere is the 5, drops in class today, has a high percentage winning jockey. Irad Ortiz, Honky Tonk Highway, the 1. Trainer wins 27% of the claiming races. Jockey has a high win rate, and horses showed a strong workout on November 1st. Number 6, Guided Ruler. Trainer wins 25% of the claiming races and can go the distance. No additional bets for me here.
Yeah, the last time the 4-horse Top Gun Tommy ran, he was 5 ways better. Usually comes off the bench like today, ready to fire. Number 5, 5-0 somewhere. Better early pace. Going to drop in class today. And again, if you take a look at our past shows, you'll see when we interviewed Craig Milkowski from Timeform US, they said one of the things they noticed, horses that showed better improved pace last time out tend to perform well in the next start. Honky Tonk Highway. Terry, you pointed out Honky Tonk Highway had the best C-zone in there. 90% chance that this race today will look a lot like its top performances. Does have some excellent workouts getting ready for the start as well. And then Gilded Ruler, the 6-horse. Simulation favorite. Probably the most consistent horse in the field. One of those low ceiling, high floor types, not a lot of pop. I know our good friend Don Johnson likes to see our second race picks. There you go, Don Johnson, before we get into that. So you can head off to your daily doubles real quickly as they load for race number 1. At the moment, the 4-horse, that is Top Gun Tommy, is the top gun right now, according to the betting experts. 1-1. Out of the gates they come, Terry, and the 4-horse, as projected, is your leader. The 5-horse also in that mix right there as well. The 7-horse is the one that's kind of running a race that's unusual for itself today. It's pulled up into 3rd with a strong season. I'm going to have to go kind of wide around the track there, though, to get the job done. 3 wide at the moment. The 5 and the 4s continue to set the tone. Those are your 2 favorites. Top Gun Tommy dueling it out with 5-0 somewhere. The 7 getting a nice stalking trip. Let's see who's the first asked to go down on the rail right now. Honky Tonk Highway with that top Z zone. Looks like he might get a great trip because he's coming pretty hard on that rail. Might end up being the best trip of all, but he is starting to flatten out a little bit as the 4 and the 5 continue to duke it out. The 5 eking his way out. The 1 horse going to get out of the way of the 4. Try to rally for second in there, although it could be tough. And then on the outside, the 6 horse, and they come to the final stretch. They make their way to the finish line. It's going to go 5, 1, 4, and 6. So 5, 4, 1, and 6. So we had the right 4 horses, just perhaps in a slightly wrong order, but hey, I'll take that. What about you?
Yeah, and Private Ross actually picked the 5 to win the first race. So there you go.
There you go. Thank you, Private Ross. I wish that I would have been a little bit more timely this morning getting ready so that we could indeed have that pick up there. But hey, I give you credit for it, Private Ross. What was the cryptic code behind that one? Race number 2, 6.5 furlongs. That one, Terry, is a race you see right there. The average speed figure being 86. The profile of the winner strolling on the bottom. Early speed, only 6 races so far. 2 of them won by the horse on the lead. So far, nobody's won from the rail. 2 and 3 also discounted. 4 through 7 is the best by far. 8 and out, nobody's won. So if you got some speed with a 4, a 5, a 6, or 7, at least in the half a dozen races so far, you'd be all right. Looks like, Terry, a couple horses, the ones to catch here.
That's right, the 1 and the 3, and they're very close in their data, so they could go head-to-head to that quarter pole.
Yeah, not only has the 1 got a good chance to be the first call leader, but it looks like he has some of the best late pace as well in there, Terry. Our race shape shows most of these horses middle back. So getting forward could get to the lead. You have 3 horses that have a better than 50% chance today to watch its race mirror its best finishes.
Yeah, the 2, 5, and 8 all are above that 50% threshold that we like to see.
Mm-hmm. And as far as some of the other data we want to see here, the 5 horse, Ready Pursuit, 5 ways better last time out. It's a no horse, though. Hasn't hit that threshold for the average winning speed figure. Looks like it needs a little help on the jockey trainer combo. Who doesn't need help in that regard?
Well, the 7 shows the best jockey according to the data. The 2 shows the best trainer, but I think the 2 is the best trainer-jockey combination.
Could well be. Everybody dropping in class here except that 5. The 1 horse, Sergeant Gump, on that winless rail is the heavy simulation favorite. It's also our top total pace horse, Terry. Will the 1, Sergeant Gump, break the rail jinx in race number 2?
Well, I like the 6, Cape Talavagar. Third last out versus tougher, drops the class today, should benefit from the shorter distance, owns top speed at today's distance, fastest dirt speed in the field. And I like the 2, finished third as the favorite last time, but the trainer has a 32% win rate when bringing a beaten favorite back. And she has, and he drops in class today with the winning jockey. And then 7, Sutherland, placed in 4 out of 8 Churchill races with 1 win. The trainer has 50% win rate on the second start with this trainer, uses a top jockey, and Sutherland recently had a bullet workout on November 1st. And then the 1 you were referring to, Sergeant Gump, finished in the money in 2 out of 3 starts, winning 1 of the races, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. I'm going to start out with my first pick 4. Miami Vice Don Johnson, 1, 2, 6, 7 with the 3, 4, 5, 7 with the 1, 4, 5. Finish up with the 10, 12. That's a $48 ticket.
Yeah, hitting the pick 4. I think I had one yesterday. I don't know, what did it pay, like $100 some odd or something like that. So it'll be the 3rd day in a row.
Yeah,
we're trying to hit a pick 4 in there, so that would be nice indeed. And would have had the second pick 4 had I listened to the smart sheets, because that 1 horse that won race number 8 was the 3-2 smart sheets favorite, if you recall, Terry.
Yep.
And I just looked at the past performances and they just looked like junk. And I was like, well, sometimes you got to override the quantitative with the qualitative. And I wish I hadn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you going to do? For me, the 6 horse Cape Trafalgar is my top choice as well. It's taken a 1 length class drop. At times, this horse has some killer late pace. But what intrigues me is they bought this horse 2 races back for $40,000. It's in for $16,000 today. On the surface, that looks like what the hell is going on. But last time out, ran at a pretty good level. Today, the $16,000 claiming, but a $55,000 purse. So they'll probably double their money on this horse if it wins today, which is probably their goal. Number 2, Chryso Alago. That one may be a horse for the course. Won 3 out of 10 at Churchill Downs. Ran at 14 other times at other tracks and only took home the top prize twice. Number 1, Sergeant Gump is the simulation favorite. Should press for the lead. The lone trip at Churchill Downs would work, but the rail doesn't. Number 7, Sutherland, showed some good fractions last time out. Ran the same numbers at 7 furlongs that he did at 6. So if you go longer, but it's the same, it's actually faster, if that makes any sense. I'm probably going to regret leaving the one off this ticket like yesterday as the simulation favorite, but you got to make choices. My choice was to go with the 2 and the 6 because I think if the 6 runs its race, it's an easy winner. Don't want to get a whole lot of money caught up in the front end if that's the case. 3, 4, 6, and 7, 1, 3, 10, 3, 4, 10, and 12 for my $48 ticket. Before we move on to race number 3, Terry, just a reminder when the show is over at horseracingtoday.net. Remember that .net. We'll put our thoughts for today, a race replay right here. And while you're there, hit that HRT gear button. Get yourself a Horse Racing Today sweatshirt. The weather at some point will become wintry, and you'll get it for 20% off. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with saving a few bucks. And also supporting the show. I really think that's there's nothing wrong with that either. Race 3, Terry. 7 furlongs. 1 trip with one turn with a nice long opportunity to get into good placing on the backstretch. Profile of the winner, 7 furlongs. Stalkers, none. 0 of 13 have gone wire to wire, although the rail Miss Macy's been pretty strong. 2 through 7 a discount, and 8 and out has been the best. So speed doesn't really matter here, Terry, but if it did, there's plenty of it to pick from.
Yeah, almost all of them have pretty good speed. So it's really anybody's race about getting to the front.
Yeah, and what's interesting is all of them have some speed in here. It looks like maybe the 4 might be the quickest of the bunch according to early pace, but the 8 is probably the most lead dependent. Everybody else middle back. Is the 8 going to get a good trip according to C-Zone, Terry?
Well, no, it's pretty low compared to everybody else. The 4, 5, and 6 and 7 are all above 50% threshold that we like to see.
Yeah, with the 1 in there as well. So you had a couple of interesting things here, Terry. We talk about the speed figure. 84 is the average winning speed figure. So far, only Speightster Woman has been able to accomplish that. But over here, we see with the 6 horse, it is Harmony Town. Excuse me, Her Town. Last race was its debut. Second race, typical improvement, or we call it parability. That one has a chance to get above par. So you got to make that green as well. 3 is your big time simulation favorite, Terry. 8, that one at the lone E, if you can get out to the front, is your top total pace. Who's your top pick in race 3?
I like the 7 Harmony Road, a closer who ran second in the last race at 6 furlongs and now stretches out to 7, which will be a plus, and she will have a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Then the 3 is my second choice class drop today, returns to dirt with the fastest speed among today's starters. Trainer and jockey have strong win percentages. Number 4, Northern Voyage, won his last race her last race at Kingland, and she has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. And then the 5, Kissin' Cash, is my long shot, won last race at Churchill Downs, has a high percentage winning trainer and likes today's distance. No additional bets for me here.
Yes, for me, the 6 horse, Her Town, with that second race upside, puts her in the winner's circle back-to-back races. Speightster Woman, the only yes horse, the simulation favorite. You got to have that one. Better early, better late pace with better fractions. So overall, much better start last out. Harmony Road, the 7 horse, should improve in the second start after a layoff. But this is a track riser coming in from Delaware and Colonial Downs. And I'm always a little leery of those horses that are facing better company at better tracks. Number 4, Northern Voyage, solid run, in the last. Should be better in the second start after a layoff with some pretty good workouts. I'm going to do $5 exacta key box 6 with the 3, 4, 7, and 8 in a race that, according to the morning line odds, is pretty wide open. race number 4. 9 races on the day today at Churchill Downs. So in the 4th spot, this one, Terry, is going to be 1 1/16 miles. I do believe we have 2 of them at this distance. So pay attention to race 4. So you have an idea what might happen in race number 8. Going to start here. 2 turns around the track. Average speed figure being 84. Only one of 18 has gone wire to wire. Closers do really well, Terry. So let's first look at the closers, and then we'll look at the speed.
Well, yeah, the 10 is 10, 3, and 1, with the 10 being the highest percentage as being a nice closer.
Yeah, so if you like speed, Terry, and you like closer, looks like the 1 has some of the best early speed. The 3 in there as well.
Yeah.
As far as our race shape, 1, 2, and 5 want the lead. 10 is one of those middle horses. 3 and 4 want to close. Pretty balanced race, Terry. It looks like all of them except maybe the 3. This race will look good to them.
That's right. They're all going to be very comfortable except for that 3, according to the data.
Yeah, any nice overlays to consider?
Yeah, the 1 has an overlay from 4 to 5 to 5 to 2, and the 3 has a nice overlay from 4 to 1 to a nice 12 to 1.
Darrow's Bolt, the only one that's not been within 5 points of par. Looks like one of them in here, Terry, a huge chance today, at least better than everybody else combined, to find the average speed figure of 84 or better. Who is it?
Yeah, the 1 horse has a 50.70% to equal or exceed that speed par number.
The 1 is your biggest class dropper, although the 5 and the 10 not that far behind. Terry, the 5 horse is a no for par, but looks like he's a yes elsewhere.
Yeah, he's got the best jockey according to the data. The 1 has a little bit better trainer, but the 5 has the best jockey trainer combination, I think.
1 is a big simulation favorite. Evening News, also your top total pace horse, Terry. Is he your top pick in race 4?
Okay, the 1 is my top pick. Evening News drops in class today, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. And then I like the 5 drops in class today. He has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. And then the 4 he drops in class, switches to a top jockey, has a trainer, wins 23% of the time in the second race after he claims a horse. And then number 3 is my long shot Track Ranger, won the last race, and he has a high percentage winning trainer. And no additional bets for me here.
Yeah, the thing that worries me about the 1 horse, he's going to be out front. He's going to be on the rail. And both of those things work against the bias of this distance, where only 1 of 18 have gone wire to wire, and nobody's done a winning effort in 18 races from the rail. But he looks like the best horse on paper, so maybe a bias buster. Number 3, Track Ranger, your long shot, my second pick. Last time out, this horse won by 11 lengths. A lot of times horses put great races back to back. At least that's what the research from Barry Meadows says. And this horse had better pace from the middle out. Many times I see that carry over to the next start. JR's Gift, the 10 horse, another bit of a price there, Terry. Did run some better early pace, ran some better fractions, and it's the lone P horse between the E's and the C's, with a pretty strong C zone to boot. And then finally, the 4 horse Tejas was a tough call for me over the 5, but the 4 horse has been facing better company. No additional wagers for me as we make it to the keystone race of the card, race number 5, that connects the first half to the second half. And in race number 5, the first turf race for today. They're going to go 1 mile on the grass, Terry. And we see down there that stalkers again. None out of 8 have gone wire to wire. Nobody from the rail is won. 2 through 7 is a bonus. 8 and out is a discount. So despite the lack of speed winning, Terry, looks like 1 horse in this race is the one they're all going to have to catch.
Yeah, the 11 has the most speed in here, and if it gets a good break, it could go to that front first.
Yes, and this is a maiden special to pay attention to that 79 speed figure. It's the average winning speed figure, Terry, and looks like only 1 horse so far has been able to clear that hurdle.
Yeah, that 10's the only one that got a yes. All the rest are no's, except for the 4 has a maybe. And then
the 1 as well as a maybe in there too.
Yeah.
So when we see all those no's in the maiden race, we have to look at first-time starters. Typically, we want to see a score of 2.5 or better. In this case, excuse me one moment. This case, none hit that 2.5 or better. And then over here, Terry, second race par ability. Those horses can get above those numbers. Take it away and tell me your picks. I got to step away for 1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay, and while you do that, I'm going to tell Christopher that who won the 7th race yesterday was my pick of the day, the number 6 horse, Dr. Steve, and he paid $6.40. And now I'm going to go and talk about my horse, what I like in this race. I like the number 10, Temple Goddess. Ran second in last race, highest last speed rating, and best turf speed is fast among today's starters. Then I like the 12, Treasured Times. She is trained by a trainer, wins 27% of the time in the second career race that a horse has, and has a high percentage winning jockey. I like the 1, Melody Maker, finished in the money in 1 out of 2 career starts, and has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. The 3, Cat Spring, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Dam has produced 1 winner from 2 starters, including the turf winner, and could improve at the longer distance. No additional bets for me here.
Your horse won race number 7, right? The 6 horse?
Yeah, the 6 horse. That's what I told Christopher. So,
all right, I got the 4 horse here. Long shot, Melania. Spelled a little bit differently than the first lady. This one, the second race upside, very even in its debut. And this is something I actually read about and just came back to my mind because I saw a gentleman on TV talk about this. You see right here, the early pace, the mid pace, and the late pace. There's no drop off. It's a very even race for Melania. Getting second race upside and more distance could be helpful for that big price. Number 3, Cat Spring is another one of those horses with our second race par ability, 86. And then down there, the 10 horse, Tempest Goddess, is the only yes horse in the field. Just missed in its last race with the top last race speed figure. 8 points clear of the next closest horse, at least for the experienced ones. And then the Treasure Times, the 12, was a tough call for me over the 1. Yet another with second race upside. I think there's a chance to get a really fat trifecta in this race. So I'm going to do a trifecta here, 50 cents, 3, 4, 10, 12. 3, 4, 10, hoping one of my first 3 picks finishes second. 1, 3, 4, 10, and 12. That's $13.50. And if it hits, it'll pay a hell of a lot more than that, particularly if some of the long shots can come home first. Race number 6 takes us to the second half of the card and the second pick 4 of the day. This one, Terry, is 6 furlongs. It'll be the second time today they run 6 furlongs along with the opener. Early speed, 24% wire to wire. The inside 3 get a discount. 4 through 7 is best. 8 and out a bonus. Again, a maiden race, so 76. That's the average speed figure. We want to see in race number 6. Has anybody been able to hit that number, Terry? And the answer is an emphatic no.
Yeah, the only thing that came was the 7th was within 5 points.
Yes, it did show some better early pace last time. You got a couple big class droppers in here. Keep that in mind. So everybody's a first-time starter pretty much there, Terry, to take a look at. The 6 not within 5 lengths of the winner at the finish line. 7 and 8, they wanted a co-pilot. Everybody else just getting their career started. So really nothing much to talk about other than how did you rank them, Terry, in race number 6 and why?
Okay, well, I like the 3 Awesome Hawaiian. She is a first-time starter. Has 2 winners from 2 starters. Breeding suits today's sprint distance and has a high percentage winning jockey and a good workout on November 6th. Then 8 election night. Drops in class today. Blinkers added today and has a high percentage winning trainer. Number 8, Ledbetter. Drops in class today. Switches to high percentage winning jockey. Has a trainer who wins 17% of the races when taking a horse from a maiden to a maiden claiming race, and he has a high percentage winning jockey. And then number 11, Inspector Fred, is a first-time starter whose dam has 3 winners from 5 starters. High percentage winning trainer, wins 22% of the dirt starts that he has a horse entered in, and he has a high percentage winning jockey. I'll play the last pick 4, and I think this is a really wide open race. So I'm going to go 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 11 with 1, 3. I'm going to single the 3, and then I'm going to finish up with a 1, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, $48 ticket.
Well, Awesome Hawaiian, if you've watched the show, you know by now that You got to take the first-time starter against all knows. This is the top first-time starter. Does have one of the better workouts. October 24th, 4 furlongs in 48 flat. That was the second fastest of 32. So you see here again, all those knows. It's also your only first-time starter with a 2.5 or better score. Look at that jockey-trainer combination. El numero uno in that group. The 7-horse Barstool, of all the experienced horses, did run the top last race speed figure, 8 points clear of the rest. The speed and fade in its last race. Again, this is something I learned from our good friend Charles. This great thing about the show is you learn from everybody involved. Went long, showed some speed, and then fade. Going to cut back in distance today after that top last race speed figure. Let's see if all that can hang in there. Number 9, looking at Mac. Another first-time starter. You got the team Asmussen with a horse that has OK Works. And then the 5-horse Altar Boy was another first-timer with OK Works. It was a tough call for me over the 8-horse. I agree with you, Terry. I feel like this is a wide-open race, but I also feel like that 3-horse could be the most talented in here. Hopefully we get something close to 8-1 odds. We won't. 3-7-9, 1-3-4-7, 2-3, and then 4, 8, 9, and 12. And I do agree with you. I wish I would have went a lot deeper in a lot of other races, but unfortunately, we go by the motto: if TVG can do a pick 4 for 60, we can do it for 50.
Yep.
Race 7. Are we almost going to go for race 2 here, Terry? How we got plenty of time. All right.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure I didn't get
7 minutes still.
So we can probably get through race 7 and 8. Race 7 is just a really quirky kind of thing here, Terry. I don't know how often you see something like approximately 7.5 furlongs. It is the marquee race of the day. They've only run once. The horse that ran Co-Pilot on the rail won that race. I don't know. Is Trouble in Love in this race, Terry? But it does. You do have to be kind of probably forward. At least that's what the bias says. At least the one race. So who's going to be forward here, Terry?
Well, take a look at the 3 and the 7. They're pretty close in their data numbers. So they depends on who gets the best break. They could go head-to-head to the quarter pole.
So Lauren _Shap at X, 30-plus handicappers today over on his Twitter feed. All aggregated, all in one place. So you can get the best of all worlds over there. Make sure you tune in and follow Lauren and retweet his stuff. Speaking of which, retweet our stuff if you're watching on Twitter. If you're watching on YouTube, kindly hit the like, the subscribe, and the share button there as well. If you're not following us on Twitter yet, please do so. Again, another one of these races, Terry, everybody's a no. Our race shape is perfectly well balanced, and here maybe a few more closers. 4 horses with a chance for the C-Zone to say today's race will look like their winning performances.
Yeah, that's true. The 1, 3, 4, and 5 all have the best chance, but the 1 looks the best with the 87.5%.
Yeah, the 1 looks like it has the best trainer, maybe not the best jockey.
No, the 3 is the best jockey, but I think the 1 has the best trainer-jockey combination.
Also has the best in-race advantage. A 5-point late speed edge. 5 points equals 1 length. The 3 is your simulation favorite. The 1 is your top total pace horse in here. Terry, who's your top pick in this race?
Well, in this race, I like the 1, Trouble in Love. Third last out as a favorite, trained by a 30% winning trainer with a strong record, rebounding with beaten favorites, holds top speed at today's with today's entries, and is ridden by a top jockey. Number 3, Jen's Beach Road, is 1 for 1 at Churchill Downs, highest last race speed rating, and has a high percentage winning jockey and trainer. Then I like the 5 as my third choice. Has a high percentage winning trainer, can improve at the shorter distance. Kiss Me Again, the 6, my long shot, won the last race. As a trainer who wins 19% of the races when taking a horse from an all-weather track to a dirt track and can handle the distance. No additional bets for me here.
I'm going to start with a horse that didn't make your list. Get Back Loretta. Get Back Loretta is a boomer bust pick. Yeah, I'm going to start with that. But is making just its 3rd career start and could really, really boom, in my opinion. Tyler Gaffleone on the mount. I'm expecting a big race. Number 3, Jen's Beach Road is your simulation favorite. Super consistent. Likes the extra distance today. Trouble in Love, your morning line favorite. Top in-race edge of 1 length in the late speed. We pointed that out on the smart sheets. Also, your top total pace horse. And then the 4-horse Contrary, Au Contraire. Like the 7-horse, a boomer bust pick with plenty of upside in only start number 3. $5 exacta key box, the 7 over the 1, 3, and 4. I'm hoping that it goes 4-7 or some order like that. Or 7-4 would probably be how I really hope it goes. We have how long to race number 2?
4 minutes.
4 minutes. All right. Well, let's rip through race number 8, Terry, so that we're prepared to do race number 2 and report what we see. This is a mile and a 16th. I did note that there would be a couple races at a mile and a 16th today. Race number 4, I think, and race number 8. Yes, indeed. You see one of 8 went wire to wire, one of 18 wire to wire. Nobody's won from the rail. 2 through 7 is the best place. 8 and out struggles as well. So we're looking for some tactical speed, Terry, but we're not going to get that from the
8. No, the 8 shows the most speed. But as you said, it has a little problem being on the outside there.
Yeah, and look at that. It's a left arrow horse across the board. Also a yes horse in there, Terry. A lot of good things going on with that horse, but it doesn't look like it's going to like being out there by itself. A couple of others look like they prefer this race shape.
Yeah, the 4 has the best chance to be very comfortable in here, followed up by the 1 and the 2. So
the 2-horse, Passion Rules, a 4-point last race speed figure edge. The 1-horse, your simulation favorite. Your 8-horse, your top total pace. Plenty of different ways you can take this race, Terry. You took it to your best bet, and who is that?
Okay, well, in this race, my best bet is 3, Sir Greyland. Finished in the money in 8 out of 8 career starts, so very competitive horse. Winning 3 of the races, has a high percentage winning trainer jockey. Then the 2, Passion Rules, has won 3 out of 4 career starts, drops in class today, has a high percentage winning trainer jockey. Resilient, the number 8. Is my third choice, finished in the third last race. Best dirt speed, as fast as among today's starters, and has a good 4 furlong workout on November 5th. And then the 6 is my long shot, has won 2 races out of the last 3 starts. He has a high percentage winning trainer and has a good 5 furlong workout on November 3rd. Now, if you'd bet my best bets yesterday, you would have collected bet 100 and collected $265. So let's hope that happens again today. I want to bet 20 to win on the 3, a $10 exacta box 2-3, a $10 exacta 3 on top with a 7-6-8, and then a $5 exacta key box 3 with the 2-6-8. That's it.
So you got 3, 2. Where do you come into 7 from, Terry? I think you meant 2-6-8 over here because you don't have the 7 anywhere in your pick. So
okay,
just to be clear on that, I'm going to go with the 2-horse Passion Rules. Horses run 4 times. The only time it did not win was the Grade 2 Wood Memorial. Number 3, Sir Greyland, never off the board in 8 starts. Does have some explosive late speed, which fits the bill here. Number 6, Duke of Duval. Its last race at Churchill Downs would be good enough. Plenty of 5 furlong workouts getting ready. This one will be fit for sure. And then the 1-horse, Big Blue Line, tied for the simulation favorite. Solid workouts, plenty of backlash, triple-digit stuff. No bets for me. Off to race number 2 we go. Terry, and looking at race number 2 right now, where you see the 6-horse is your 8-5 favorite. And then behind that one, we have looks like the 2-horse is the second choice at 5-2. The 7-horse Sutherland is 7-2. A few at round 6-1, 7-1. As they get into the gate here in race number 2, our simulation favorite here is the 1-horse Sergeant Gump, 14-1. Terry on the line at the moment, but he did get off to a little bit of a bad start. So maybe somebody knew something. The 3-horse is out on the lead with the 1 kind of, and we thought those 2 would be the 2 that would go to the lead. The 1 has hurried himself back into contention, but I don't really like when a horse does that, right? They go out, they rush up, and then they fall back. As it stands right now, the 3-horse continues to set the tone. Born Flawless with Sutherland sitting right to the outside. And outside of that, you have the 6-horse who's going to have to come after them wide and see if he can get the job done. The horse on the rail right now looks to me like it's the 2-horse. I don't know. It's hard to tell sometimes with these things. The 5-horse way in the back. I don't think that one's going to have a shot today. Down around the bend they come. The 7 has taken control of the race at the moment. Really nobody coming up aggressively to catch that horse. Maybe the 3 horse comes back. The 6 and the 2 kind of tailing off. The 3 horse, 7 horse going up the track. That doesn't help its chances at all. But it's coming back as it changed its leads again. So it looks like the 7 is going to win. And 3, 2. So my pick 4, Spent. Terry is still alive with a horse that went off at 3-1. And it was beating that 9-5 favorite. So hopefully Terry can close that pick 4 out so that we can have another day with a pick 4 ticket on the card. The finale today is race number 9. This one is 5 furlongs on the turf. It's another maiden race. Looking at this 5.5 furlongs, what we're looking for are horses. Well, only one race so far. Much like the other 7 furlong race, it was won by a co-pilot, was won on the rail, dismisses your rail horse, 15-1 morning line. I got to imagine 5 furlongs, Terry, more often than not, it's going to favor speed. And if that's the case, 3 maybe to look at.
Yeah, the 4, the 12, and the 2 all have the most speed in here. So whoever gets the best break, best decision by the jockey should get to that front first.
And something else we want to look at here in race number 10, since it is a maiden race, is that race 9, is this par speed figure over here. All right, come on, Richard, what are you doing? Let's do things correctly, which is 85. And if we take a look over here, Terry, it does look like 2 of them have managed to get to 85.
Yeah, the 4 and the 8 have both equaled or exceeded the speed part number for this. And then the 7 has come within 5 points, followed up by 11, 5 points. And that 12 is only 1 point from doing that.
And since it's a maiden race, we do catch a couple of horses in here that have second race par ability. So you're going to want to keep an eye on that. Look at that full horse. Could go as high as 100. Stakes race material. The 12 horse, 97. Stakes race material as well. We do have a horse with a back bullet. That is the 9. And we got another first-time starter with 2.93 out of a possible 3 points. 4 horse is the last race speed figure. 3 points clear. Second race par ability. Does have a lot of late speed. Top total pace by 5 points. As a yes horse, Terry, who's going to win the finale?
Well, for me, if I can get it up here, the 12, I'm Trouble, finished second in her debut race against similar competition. She returns for a trainer who wins 30% of the races after a horse has been on 46 to 90 days and is paired with a high percentage winning jockey. Then I like the 8, finished in the money, and 3 out of 5 for her starts. Early foot is a plus. Cutting back to 5 furlongs will really help. Best turf speed is fast among today's starters and has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Then I like the 4, ran second versus similar on the dirt. Only start. Dam has 1 winner from 3 starters, and one of them was a turf winner and has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Dismiss the 1 as my long shot. Ran second in the last race, can improve at shorter distance. No additional bets for me as I'm out of money.
Be Real, the 4 horse. Second race upside to triple-digit speed figure. Number 12, another one with second race upside that puts the horse borderline stakes material as well. Bright Skittle, the 8 horse, hit par 2 times so far. Got to have him. And then the 9 horse, Western Boy, another first-time starter. Plenty of strong works. The rest are no's or other first-time starters. I'm going to go with a trifecta again, 4, 8, 9, 12, 4, 8, 12, 4, 8, 9, 10, and 12, because it's another race where I feel like you can catch a big price. And if you get it right, you're going to get a big payout. Terry, tomorrow you and I are going to do Aqueduct. And then on Friday, Foreign Friday, Thomas and I are going to handle all the big races down at Caulfield in the land down under. To make sure you don't miss any of that, what's the best thing you can do right about now?
Let's subscribe to our YouTube channel or X and hit the little bell on the YouTube channel. That'll tell you when all the races are, not races, but when all the programs are going to start. And then go ahead and copy the link below and go ahead and share it with all that your friends, neighbors, relatives, they'd like to come and see what we're doing too. Go to our social sites such as X, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram and Blue Skies at Horse Race number 2 day and give us a thumbs up and a like. And then keep the comments coming and any picks that you might want to share with us, as we like to see them.
Yes, indeed, we do. Here are our full picks for the day. In race number 1, the 5-horse came home the winner. In race number 2, the 7-horse came home the winner. So make sure you bet all the odd number horses today for sure. As far as the rest of our bets are concerned, race number 3, I have a $5 exacta key box with the 6 over the 3, 4, 7, and 8. Race number 4, no bets. Race number 5, a trifecta box. Well, not a box. 3, 4, 10, 12, 3, 4, 10, 1, 3, 4, 10, and 12. Race number 6 are late pick 4s, a chance for me perhaps to find another one. Race number 7, another $5 exacta key box. Race number 8, Terry goes for a big best bet win payouts again for the second day in a row. Race number 9, we close it out with another trifecta. So plenty of places to perhaps find some winning tickets today. Just a few minutes, we'll post all of them and more over at horseracingtoday.net. We'll put it right there. Again, in the link, in the description, on YouTube for the show today, you'll find a link to today's smart sheets as well as an explanation on how to use them. It'll also be included in our recap over here at horseracingtoday.net along with a tip jar. I mean, when we hit pick 4s every day, Terry's putting $265 out of a $100 bet. Hit that tip jar. Take care of Terry and I so we can continue to do this every single day. It does cost money, you know. Another way you can help out the show is get a Horse Racing Today sweatshirt or hat like Terry's sporting. 20% off. Do it right now. Any final thoughts from you, Terry, before we get out of here and get going?
Yeah, I agree with Private Ross 99. He says Steve is a very good horse, and I agree with him. Anyway, other than that, whatever you're doing today, be safe doing it. Have a good time with it, and just go ahead and live life to the fullest. As you never know what's going to happen. Other than that, see you tomorrow at Aqueduct.
Ain't that the truth? Again, free picks tonight. 10 National Guarantee tip sheet link in the description at YouTube as well as over at horseracingtoday.net. Kindly use them so they know where you came from. No matter what you're doing for the rest of this hump day, like the 7-horse Sutherland, we hope your day is filled with grace, God's favor, and everything ends up in
the winner's circle.
Yes, indeed. We'll see you tomorrow for Aqueduct. Until then, you can keep blessed.